Hey Tim, congratulations. What were you expecting out of this draft process and just what were you expecting out of the draft process and when did you how much contact did you have with the Colts?
Quite a bit. They have booked me for one of the 30 visits like a week and a half ago, something like that. But yeah, man, the relationship been good. I had a good relationship connection with some of those guys. The game of football. Being in Alabama for 5 years, I played in two gap defense my whole career. The first thing I could do, I get to the Reese's Bowl. They're telling me we want to see you shoot and get upfield. So being able to have that exposure and kind of get that in my mind and kind of process before I do get to the league, kind of helped me out a lot. So I got a lot of more stuff that I added to my arsenal throughout this process, throughout training, going down to Mobile for the Reese's Bowl. Just a lot of stuff I can add to my game and my person.
And then one quick follow up: what things did the Colts say to you about your game that they like, and then other things you can look at to kind of continue to grow in?
My ability to push the pocket, man. I'm big, strong, physical up front, hold the point. Don't get bullied around too much in the double teams. That's my game right there. I love the double teams. I live for them. But some things that they mentioned we need to work on is pass rushing. That's one of my biggest things I tell everybody as well. I'm a great defensive lineman, but the game of football, how it's played now, you got to be able to affect the quarterback. So just working on my pass rush a little bit more.
Joel? Playing at Alabama, what do you think playing at Alabama taught you?
A lot, man. Really just prepare me for life, football, anything, man. Mainly to be disciplined, be who you are, understand what you have to do. Playing Alabama kind of prepares you for the NFL properly. Like whatever aspect you can think of, whether it's on the field, off the field, how to carry yourself, how to speak to others, um, how to be on time, how to be a leader, how to be a great man in general.
Do you think of it, do you think of yourself as somebody who's got a leg up on being a professional as opposed to other rookies?
Absolutely, man. Like I tell everybody, that was part of the reason why I did stay in return for my fifth year. Get another coaching style up under my belt, add some more to my person, my arsenal, who I am as a person as well. Going back to like I said, just preparing me for whatever I'm faced with or have to handle in the NFL at the next level.
One more for me, Tim. Can you kind of take us through the moment where you got the call? Did you get off the phone and scream or run around the house? Like, what'd you do to kind of just soak in? Obviously, a big milestone.
Nah, man, I'm a real simple dude. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Yeah, I didn't do too much. Trust me, I'm very appreciative of the call. Trust me. But yeah, it was just a real subtle moment. I'm one of those guys I don't believe until I see it. And I got a chance to talk with Coach Patridge on the phone, Mr. Balla as well. So it was definitely exciting. And then even more exciting being like I said, I had actually kind of spoke to those guys already, build a relationship with them, then being able to work me out. That's a different phase when you get to see somebody grind and work and sweat. That's a different relationship you build. But yeah, it was definitely exciting.